Okay, so we are reading through the Bible, and we did the New Testament, and now we're reading through the Old Testament. And Genesis was exciting, and Exodus was exciting, and then we got to Leviticus, and it was boring and repetitive. Couldn't make much sense of it, except for the fact that the offers refer to Jesus. But other than that, there's nothing there for me. When you read the first half of Leviticus, what was your first impression?
Of Leviticus,
Yeah.
that there was a lot of rules and laws. And I also told myself, imagine those rules were implemented in today. I think half the population of mankind would be dead.
Did you find the Leviticus at first exciting?
No,
Or
because
boring?
it was boring because there were so much rules and regulations. But as you go further into it, you find out that it actually means something else.
So what's the main theme of Leviticus?
To be holy, like Christ is holy.
So how long have you been clean?
Almost 3 years.
And what did you learn about being clean and being holy?
Well, being clean basically is just staying away from the things that you used to do. But being holy, that's what God created us for, to be holy like Him. And obviously there's things that must take place in your life, and God obviously has to start it and basically walk that road with you when it comes to being clean, as they say in society.
Okay, so when you think of all the areas in a person's life where you need to be holy, what's the first thing that comes up with you where you need to work on?
Being holy in my household, being a role model for my wife and my children.
So basically being not a good dad and a good husband, but holy dad and holy husband.
Yeah, and then the good will follow after being holy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Purify my heart, let me be as gold and precious silver. Purify my heart, let me be as gold, pure gold, Lord. Purify my heart.
Hello, Hermine from Zambia. As Christians, we are called to live holy lives, to live set apart from the rest of the world, not doing things the same way. Being different and doing things different.
My heart's one desire is to be holy, set apart for you, Lord. I choose to be holy, set apart for you, my master, ready to do your will.
So first impressions van Leviticus gewees.
Gewees. Ek kan nie eens onthou wat ek by die aand gesê het nie. Wat ek nou al tot die conclusie kon kom is dat God se genade daai tyd al groot was vir die Lewiete 'n uitweg te gee vir hulle sondes en goeters. En dan soos ons nou die aand gepraat het, dat ons tot heiligmaking geroep is. Dat ons moet heilig wees want God is heilig. Geen ander rede nie.
Nie tot clean wees of normaal wees.
Normaal en
Goeie ou wees.
sondeloos wees nie, maar om heilig te leef.
Ja.
So ek dink dit is 'n proses, maar ja, God sal jou guide.
Wat is jou area? As jy nou dink aan jy moet heilig leef, wat is die eerste ding wat tot jou mind kom van 'n area in jou lewe wat jy eerste moet aanspreek, waar jy moet heilig leef?
Rook.
Op 'n rook.
Op 'n rook en dan die vir die worship ook. Ou wel, dit is 'n baie groot verantwoordelikheid as mens dit doen. So mens kan nie compromise daar nie.
So op 'n rook is op jou
Bucket list.
bo in die lys.
Heel waarskynlik ja. Ek weet nog nie hoe nie, maar definitief bo in die lys.
Purify my heart, cleanse me from within, and make me holy. Purify my heart, cleanse me from my sin, deep within, refiner's fire. My heart's one desire is to be holy, set apart for you, Lord. I choose to be holy, set apart for you, my master, ready to
Hi, this is Louis from Mozambique, representing the mountain men on this side. Holiness. For me, the thing that stands up about the word and that first comes to mind is to be set apart for good. So if we think about God's holiness, perfection, set apart from all other things that's imperfect, and perfect love, perfect power, and perfect in each and every way. It's the type of perfection that we should all be pursuing, but which can only be achieved through love and love for God. If we think about the type of holiness achievable or that we should be pursuing as humans, I think it's just our commitment to God and to be set apart for God, and to devote our lives to Him in everything that we do. Of course, we cannot, as humans, achieve the same perfection as our Almighty God, who is the definition of holiness. I think holiness as children of God is the type of setting ourselves apart for His will and for to achieve the goals that He's setting for us and pursuing that. Cheers.
purify my heart, cleanse me from within, and make me holy. Purify my heart, cleanse me from my sin, deep within, refiner's fire.
What are you learning from Leviticus now? What's the path that you're on now?
To start to live holy, but to get there, it's a process. Die heiligmaking proses.
Okay.
And
Process of becoming, living holy.
the whole process to get to the point to live holy.
Yeah.
And it's not something that's just going to happen, because for my personally, for me, it's, I don't know how to get there. So for me at the moment, it is a prayer and asking God to teach me and show me how to get to that. Smoking.
Quit smoking.
But that's, again, I need God to help me with that, because for me it's a really difficult task.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Yes.
Purify my heart, let me be as gold and precious silver. Purify my heart, let me be as gold, pure gold, refiner's fire. My heart's one desire is to be holy, set apart for you, Lord. I choose to be holy, set apart for you.
Other thoughts are coming to mind as we walk down. But as recovered drug addicts, we say, I'm 1 year clean, I'm 2 years clean, and I'm 3 years clean. And then when we are in a place where we don't use drugs, for instance, as an example of that, we are satisfied with that. In the beginning it's good, and it's an achievement. But then at some stage, just to be clean and just to not use drugs is not the goal. It's not what God called us to. God called us to be holy. And that is going beyond just being clean and not using drugs and not sinning. It's to dedicate your life to God completely in all areas, and to be a testimony of God's holiness.